Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we're testing out all L'Oreal products. We're doing a full face using only L'Oreal. Are you guys proud of me? I'm using some drugstore products for once in my life. And L'Oreal recently sent me over a box of goodies, which I was so grateful for because I really don't get that much like drugstore PR when it comes to like makeup send out, so I was very excited about that. So yeah, today we're just gonna sit down, test out some new makeup. Some of these things I've used before, but most of it I haven't really tried out. Without any further ado, we're just going to get stuck straight into this video. So we're going to start off with my base today because I don't really have a plan as per usual. I just kind of want to do something glowy and bronzy on the skin. I'm so excited to use this because if you guys have been following me since I started my channel like 2.5 years ago now, I think, I was obsessed with this. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Pure Light Primer. Literally love this stuff. I haven't used it in so long, so I'm really excited to use it. Just gonna shake it up to make sure that it's all mixed together and that it's not separating in the bottle. This is actually a really good dupe for the Brighter Days moisturizer from Tarte or for MAC's Strobe Cream. The price difference really isn't too much for us in Australia because I'm pretty sure this is like $30 anyway. And the Tarte Brighter Days moisturizer, it's like $50, and I think Strobe Cream maybe somewhere in the middle or maybe around the same price as this. So I've just taken 2 pumps of that and I'm just going to massage and kind of press this into my skin. Okay, so there's 2 pumps only kind of covered the bottom part of my face. So I'm just taking another pump from my forehead because mom's got a big ass forehead. I haven't used that primer in so long. I feel like it's kind of made my face look sick. Like I kind of look like I'm dead a little bit. Obviously I am extremely pale on my face. I did my fake tan today, so I'm still currently marinating in it, but I haven't put any on my face because I'm trying to give my skin a little bit of a break. Now I'm gonna go in with another primer because I wanna try out all of the things, every of the things. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base. I've actually never used this before, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and, ooh, like spat at me. I'm just gonna put that in like my T-zone areas of my face, just onto my cheeks and a little bit on my chin, just where my skin texture isn't the best and where like I need a little bit of help with the pores. It feels so smooth and nice. It's very similar to the Maybelline Baby Skin. I put a little bit on my mustache. I don't even know what I was trying to say then. My mustache area, because I get a lot of texture here too. And the spread's pretty fast, kind of spreading all over my face. My pores actually look pretty good after that. I was surprised that the product didn't ball up on my skin. They worked really well together. Nothing's peeling off my face, like everything feels really smooth. So we're going to use this Nude Magique CC cream from L'Oreal. This is the color correcting beautifier. I want me some beautifier. This one's anti-redness, so it's just like a green one. Is this meant to be used as like a primer? I honestly have never really known how to use CC creams before. Who knows? Is that too much? I don't know. Let's see how far this spreads. Kind of didn't really do much, but I can't really tell. Especially when I twirl around like this.
But you can't really tell, especially when I twirl like this.
I feel like it kind of got rid of a little bit of the redness in my face, but I can't really tell. My skin just looks very sallow right now, like very dead, drained of the life. My dark circles are like popping, and the rest of my face just looks very dull and lifeless, like there's not a lot happening with it right now. So we're gonna go in with foundation now, which I'm so excited for. You guys know foundation is my favorite part, but I'm mostly excited because I'm using L'Oreal True Match. I have 2 here. This one I picked up when I was in LA last year, and then this one was sent to me recently. Has this always had gold shimmer in it? Or am I just noticing this now? Like, I don't know, did they change the formula? Did they change the formula? You guys let me know. So I have the shades 4W Natural Beige and 3W Golden Beige. I remember I used to use the shade, I think it was W4 Golden Natural. I couldn't find that when I went to the shops last time when I went to buy it. And then these two look pretty similar. This one is a little bit more golden, and I noticed this one's just a little bit more warm, like not as yellow, if that makes sense, which I think is going to match me better at the moment because my fake tan is still developing. Oh, it's so liquidy. I forgot how like watery this is. And I'm just using a beauty blender to bounce this into my skin because that's what I always like to use. I don't really have a preference when it comes to beauty blenders. I definitely like the original beauty blender. I feel like I put on way too much foundation. Holy balls. Even this color is too yellow. Oh, what have I done? I for sure thought this was going to be a close match to my foundation. I'm gonna make it work. It's gonna blend in at the end, but it's always like, haha, you're yellow. Something new. So this foundation looks flawless, aside from the fact that I look like fucking one of Willy Wonka's Oompa Loompas. Up close, it's a bit dry, but that's because my skin is just effed right now. And it's like, my skin is so dry because of that stupid rash that I just had. But other than that, like, the coverage though. But now we're gonna go in with concealer. The only concealers I have from L'Oreal is this little color correcting palette. I'm just gonna use the lightest shade down here. I don't really love these type of concealers, but it's currently all that I have. I used to love the L'Oreal True Match concealer. That was like one of my favorites. These aren't that bad. I just don't really love like little pan concealers like this. They're just not my favorite to use because I feel like they kind of crease up underneath your eyes. I'm just gonna dip into a little bit of the darker color next to it as well, just because I feel like this is a little bit light. I just used the Line Perfector E68 from Sigma to apply that to my face. It really doesn't matter what kind of brush you use though, because I'm not actually blending it out with that one. I'm just gonna go straight back in with my beauty blender and just start patting that into my skin. So you guys would have noticed by now that I do have a nose stud, and I usually just blend over top of it with my beauty blender because it's just easier than trying to miss it and go around it. Plus I just kind of go in and wipe over it with my finger and like it's fine. But someone on Instagram once was like, why do you cover up that freckle in your nose? I think it's cute and it gives you character. And I was like, it's not a freckle, it's actually a piercing. How could you mistake this for a freckle? It's a piece of metal hanging out of my nose. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of cream contouring with the Infallible Sculpt Contouring Palette. So this is a little highlight and contour palette. It's got like a little mirror in the top there. I swear I had already used this, but this was sealed. So I don't know if I've used something similar. And I just think I've used this before, but I could have sworn blind that I've used this. It is quite neutral tone, so this is like strictly a contouring product. I wouldn't really use this for bronzing up your face, but hopefully it's going to help blend my face into my neck because, wow. I knew it. I knew I had already used it. I knew I wasn't going crazy. I just went into my drawers in my beauty room and got this one out. I thought I got this one out and it was this one, but it wasn't. I got confused. This is my old one, and I have used it before. It's got some swipes in there. And then this is the one that L'Oreal had just sent over. So I'm just gonna put this new one aside and maybe put it in a giveaway for you guys. I mean, I've just opened it, but I haven't actually swatched it or anything like that, so it's still fine. Or I'll give it to like a family member or something, but... Oh, what the fuck? That came out of nowhere. So I'm going to take this foundation brush from Sigma. This is, actually no, this isn't even from Sigma. What the fuck? This is from Iconic London. It's not even really funny, is it? I don't know, I thought it was funny. I'm just gonna draw a little, very gray, not what I'm used to. Oh, this one. What have I done? You see what this is? And you see what this is? What the fuck? Not even put those in like the same realm of the same height. Like what the fuck? And then I'm just taking my Sigma F05 small contour brush and I'm just gonna start stippling that out. I might need to go over it with my beauty blender, but so far that's a really nice contour shade. I've forgotten what it's like to contour with an actual like contouring product before, like an actual cool toned contour. Like it's crazy how sculpted it makes your face look. I'm so used to using like my orange and warm toned bronzers that I'm like, oh. I'm just going to blend over all of that with my beauty blender because it's got a little bit of leftover foundation, so it'll just kind of like mute everything and kind of blend it into one rather than having it like stripes on my face. So I actually really like that, where has it gone? This Sculptin Contouring Palette. I really like this. So L'Oreal sent over 4 of their True Match face powders. These are the Mineral Skin Improving. Oh, these are foundation. Shit, do I want to put that on top? I might just use a little bit. But these two are a little bit too pink for me, so I'm going to put them aside for like a giveaway. And then I've got the shades Golden Ivory and Golden Natural. I think I'm going to use Golden Ivory because it is a little bit more pink, and because my face is already so yellow, I want to use something that'll kind of cancel it out a little bit. Actually, I just remembered I don't want to set my face just yet because I have I nearly forgot, oh my god. I have a True Match highlight. This is one of their Liquid Glow Illuminators in the shade Golden Glow. So I'm going to test this out first. Can't believe I nearly forgot because I've been like aching to try this out. So this is like a liquid illuminator. It's very golden, so see how it goes. Can I see it? I feel like I can see it, but I feel like it's a lot more matte than I thought it was going to be. Kind of thought it was going to be a little bit more intense. Maybe if you use this all over the face to like just give like an all over glow, like, or mix it in with like foundation or primer, I feel like that would be really pretty. I'm not really sold on that on top of foundation. It's just not like an in your face kind of a glow. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go in and try out this powder foundation now. Oh, little spongy thing in there. I was not expecting that. So that's weird. How do I get this out? I guess I'll just like pour it on the lid. Or do I just put my brush in there? It comes with a little brush. So I'm guessing you just put it in. I feel like you just like tap your brush in it like this. I don't know. I feel like it's going on my skin, but I feel like you gotta really like dig the brush in there. I feel like that's definitely helping to make my face not look like a totally different color to my body. I don't want to go like too ham with it in case my face starts looking really muddy, so I'm going to leave it there. I actually don't mind it though. I'm going to test that out using it like as an everyday, just like a powder foundation, because it is a mineral foundation and they're meant to be a lot better for your skin. So now I'm going to go in and bronze up my skin a little bit using this L'Oreal Glam Bronze Sun Powder. This is like a face and body bronzer. I've always really liked drugstore bronzers because I found that they are quite orangey, warm toned, and I really dig that. Kind of like MAC Give Me Sun sort of vibes. There was this one from Rimmel that I used to be like obsessed with. I can't remember what it was called. I remember there was a really big disc one that I used to always use, and then there was like a little Rimmel one that I used to always use, but I was like obsessed with those. So I'm just going to use that same small contour F05 brush again. This is like one of my favorite brushes. You guys would have seen this in a lot of my videos. I love it for cream contouring. I love it for blush. I love it for powder contour. Even face powders, like when I'm in a rush. It's just one of those brushes that kind of does everything. I keep forgetting to mention my Sigma code for you guys, but it's just Kasey Rayton, and that gets you 10% off anything from Sigma. That is an affiliate code. Like I always say, feel free to use it if you want to, but definitely don't feel pressured. I just like to mention it because who doesn't want a discount? So I'm just going to, oh that's nice. I'm just gonna like stipple this into my skin and just make it nice and warm because I want to look like nice and sun-kissed. Oh, that's so pretty. That blended out so nice. I really want to get that Physicians Formula bronzer that everyone's like obsessed with at the moment. The one that smells like coconut or something. God, I love this bronzer. Looks like the sun is on my face. So I am officially obsessed with this bronzer. This, I think, is going to be like one of my everyday bronzers. It's perfect. I love it. Next up, I'm going to use some powder highlight because I feel like that liquid illuminator just didn't really do it for me. So I'm going to try out these L'Oreal True Match highlights. Oh, these are like a blush and a highlight all in one. Ooh. So I have this one, which is the shade Golden Glow, and then I've also got Rosy Glow. So in the Golden Glow one, there's actually a kind of blush sort of shade just here. So I don't know if it's going to be too light, so I might just try that on my cheeks, and then to actually highlight, I'm going to take a mix of like the gold one and then the white one in this, and just make a really nice like champagne sort of gold light, gold lightness. Oh, they come with the brush. No thank you. I don't like this brush, is so shit. I'm just going to use that same brush that I just used for my bronzer because the little blush side's quite small and I feel like this brush will get in there nicely. God, I hope this doesn't turn out shite. So I don't actually think this is doing much. Oh, I think it's adding a little bit. Oh yeah, it is adding a little bit of like a pink sort of glow to the cheeks. It's just a very salmon kind of color. It is very glowy, you guys can see. So it's definitely more of like a highlight than it is a blush. So I think the idea would be more to like kind of swirl your brush into all three of the shades. That actually came out so pretty though. I like that. I really like this brush lately for highlighting, which is the High Cheekbone Highlighter F03 brush from Sigma. So I'm just going to first dip into the golden shade and then dip into the light champagne sort of shade from the other one. I'm gonna go right in. Oh damn, what is it, dog? I forgot it's Mother's Day. Didn't get a gift for her, all the plans got in the way.
Slow up, what time is it, dog? It's time for a switcheroo.
That is so nice. I feel like we all know what drugstore highlights are like. They're just not up there with high-end highlights. But now, every time you guys ask me on Snapchat what my favorite drugstore highlight is, I feel like I can finally give you guys like an actual recommendation. So I'm stoked. I'm in love with this. I think that's so beautiful. So now that my base is done, I'm gonna set everything with the L'Oreal Infallible Fixing Mist. This is a makeup finishing spray and it says it has a microfine texture. It sets your makeup and you use it after your makeup's done. So this isn't one that you use beforehand. So I'm hoping this is a really fine mist. Oh, it's got a ball in there. It's a little shaker ball. Oh God. So that is not a microfine mist at all. Oh my God, I forgot that I had fake tan on. And the mist hit my neck. Bullshit. Bullshit, it's microfine my ass. It's not the worst I've had, but this doesn't compare to like my Kat Von D spray that I have, which literally just feels like you're in the mist of a waterfall. I do like it. I mean, any kind of spray I dig. So now moving on to the eyes, I've got two eyeshadow palettes to try out from L'Oreal. First, we have the Rose palette. And this is what it looks like. It looks really pretty. I like that peachy shade just there. And then I have the beige palette, which looks like this. So these little palettes come with like one of those stupid little sponges. Nobody uses these, honestly. Who friggin' uses these? And then there's like a little shitty brush at the end. But I feel like you can actually use this. Like I would use this to do like my inner corner or like my lower lash line. But the sponge, no, actually maybe you could use the sponge for the inner corner, but it's not ideal. I'm very excited to try these out because I honestly haven't used L'Oreal eyeshadows probably since I was in high school. I never purchased them myself, but I remember stealing like my mum's L'Oreal eyeshadows. She would just have like a little quad or something like that. I think I'm just gonna take a mix of both. First, I'm going to, okay, so these don't have shade names, so I'm just gonna point to them. So I'm gonna take this shade right here and start blending that into my crease. And I'm just using my Sigma E40 brush as usual to blend this out. Hey, that's actually kind of pigmented. This shade is actually really nice. And it's actually blending out so well. So I'm now just dipping into that same shade on my Sigma E34 brush. And I'm just essentially packing this along the lower lash line, just as heavy as I can. And then I'm going to switch to the Sigma E38 and just lightly give that a bit of a blend. I actually feel like I kind of want to do a cut crease now because this one shade is just so nice. Like, dude. I'm then just going to switch to the beige palette and just take this brown right here. It's just a little bit more of a warm brown. These are very neutral shades, so I'm just trying to take the warmest ones I can find. As you guys know, I love warm tones. And I'm going to take that on the Sigma E38 brush that I was just using on my lower lash line. I'm just going to blend it into my crease and onto the outer corner of the eye. So I'm not like a big fan of this shade so far. Like, it's not bad, it's just not as pigmented as I was hoping. But I mean, drugstore eyeshadows are never really that pigmented. I think I was just lucky with that first shade. I might take a little bit of this brown right here, mix that with the other brown that I just used, so this one and then this one, kind of pack them on the outer corner of the eye. I have like no fallout so far, which is amazing because I'm going in really heavy with these. So I really like how the eyes are looking so far, but I think I'm gonna leave it there because the darker shades don't seem to be like deepening up too much. These palettes just don't really have like a ton of pigmentation. So I think I'm just going to take this shade here from the palette and I'm just going to do a cut crease by using the setting spray and wetting my brush. I think I'm just going to use one of the little L'Oreal brushes that came with it. And we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping to make like a little metallic kind of wet eyeshadow and hoping that just like cuts the crease nicely, but we'll see. It's actually working pretty nicely. Like, that's pretty. It's not the most like shimmery eyeshadow ever, but it worked pretty well, like doing a little cut crease. I'm gonna use my brush to kind of smudge the edges so I don't have a harsh line. I'm then just going to go in with the light pink shade from the Rose palette, just with the little spongy thing that was totally panning out before, but I'm going to just pack this on my inner corners just to have like a little bit of something different. So I'm actually really happy with how the eyes came out. I love like the tones and that like first pinky sort of mauvey brown eyeshadow that I used, I'm like obsessed with. The shimmers were okay, they're not the best shimmers I've ever used, but they're usable. And that dark brown wasn't very pigmented, but like they're still fine. So I'm just gonna finish everything off with some lips now. We're gonna use the Colorish Matte Lipstick. Is this Mocha Chic? Is that what it says? It's like M-O-K-A Chic. I think it's Mocha Chic. And it's the number 633. It's just a really pretty matte lipstick. And I think it's just going to go perfectly with the eyes. It's basically the same color as the eyeshadow that I started out with. And they smell so good. Oh my god, it smells like lollies. Like those little raspberry lollies. Oh, that's really creamy and really, really pretty. So I thought that color was a little bit too pink, so I just went in with the shade 634 Greige Perfecto. These are the weirdest names ever. But I went in with a little bit of that because it was a little bit more brown. I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's just like more of a mauvey brown lipstick. It's really pretty actually. So this is the final look, you guys. I really hope that you like it. I'm really happy with how it came out. I think it's very pretty. It's still very daytime appropriate while still being like pretty glam. Overall, I really like all the products that I tried out, but I definitely do have a few favorites. So starting off with my two top favorites out of everything that I've used, which would be the Pure Light Primer and the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. 100% like my tried and trues. I've used them for such a long time now and I just would 100% recommend them to you guys wholeheartedly. Like there's just, I cannot fault them. I just really, really like them. And then as for like the other stuff that I tried out, I'm obsessed with the bronzer. This is something that I'm going to be reaching for all the time. Perfect color, blended out so perfectly. Then I actually do really like the highlights. They're not like the best highlights in the world, but if you're looking for a drugstore highlight, I would definitely recommend these. I mean, look at that glow. So nice. And I also like the little Sculpt contour palette. It's not like my top favorite out of everything, but I do really like it. And if you're looking for like a cream contouring product from the drugstore, I would recommend that to you guys. I do like the lipsticks, but I just have to like see how they wear and that sort of thing. The other stuff I just need to kind of play around with a little bit more, but that's like my top favorites right there. So yeah, that's basically everything for this video, you guys. I really hope that you're enjoying seeing like these testing one brand sort of makeup tutorials. I feel like it's just a little bit more fun to be trying things out on camera, so it's not just like a boring makeup tutorial. It's kind of like exciting at the same time. I don't know, it just makes like regular tutorials a little bit more interesting, I think. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Snapchat and my Instagram. It's just Kasey Rayton, and I love chatting to you guys on there, so definitely head over there and follow me. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.